Right, terrible weather on a Sunday today. Kids are bored. Gonna take them out for a little while. I think we're gonna go down the arcade, Namco Arcade, which is quite local. Get a CEX, get a takeaway, and see what else we can get.
And that's gonna be the best day, guys.
Hey, you guys seen me before?
Yeah.
You might never see my
Hey guys, I'm gonna win in the arcade.
Yeah.
Oh no,
We'll
you're
see
not.
about that.
Oh, yes,
See you
I
next
will.
time. You see Mini Canelo there. Don't know what he's got in his pockets. He looks like he's come out prepared. Archie, what games are you going to play today? Mario Kart? Oh, hang on. They're conspiring now. Probably looking to take all my money off me.
I've said Roblox there.
There's no Roblox game there.
Down below if you've ever done this cycle before.
This is not your channel. Right, we are in Romford now.
What next?
Where should we go first? Before we hit the arcades, we're going to do a few shops. We're going to hit CEX. We're going to go and see if Retro Giant is open today. And then we're going to hit the arcade, aren't we, boys?
Yeah, look, okay.
Yeah, sure you do. Right, we've got this place, Ninja Cards. I think this is going to cost me something. The eldest likes his Pokemon. Let's check it out. Three apt. We have an Alfie and we have an Archie. They both live like dogs, if I don't keep an eye on them. No. Yeah.
Right, so eventually we made it to the Romford branch of CEX. I was down here a couple of weeks ago, as you would have seen if you watched my previous CEX visits video. And I only kind of filmed the retro stuff on the day. So I'm going to have a look a little bit deeper today at the Xbox stock, the Wii stock and all that sort of stuff. Some fairly good bits in the window here. My boys keep going on about these phones. Yeah, right, getting an iPhone. Switch Mini, Switch Lights. Don't need them, got 3 in the house. Now, these Pokemon consoles, it's 155 quid. I'm starting to get the impression they're not as common as they once, not as uncommon rather, as they once were. Right, inside and checking out the retro cabinets now. Some really good stuff in there actually when you have a really good look. But because most of these systems I don't actively collect for, sometimes I do, I don't go over them thoroughly, if you know what I mean. Now GameCube I always look at. Not sure why they've got a Shadow the Hedgehog in the cabinet, it's not exactly common. Now the Wii U, I do want to pick one of these up, I've never had one. But look at the prices on some of these classics. I mean, yeah, okay, they've all pretty much ended up on the Switch, but great prices, aren't they? They're not going to stay like that either. It's Nintendo. Yeah, we've got a good selection of PSP stuff there. I recently found a PSP in an old cupboard, which I knew I had, but didn't actually know whereabouts it was. I'm debating whether or not to trade it in. I don't think I'm going to play it. I've got enough handhelds, but I was looking at the games and yeah, I'm still in 2 minds. Some pretty good stuff on the Wii. Not the biggest selection compared to a lot of other branches I've been to recently, but you know, a couple of titles. This one caught my eye. I do like Looney Tunes. The old faithful there, Mario and Sonic at the Olympics. Punch Out. I sold my copy of that only a couple of months ago. It was scratched to hell, so I was just hoping CEX would take it, and they did. Well, it was an alternative branch. I was turned down twice initially, Someone did take it. I'd like to get a better copy down the line. Onto the 360. Most of the games that we all know and some that we love are here. My oldest yesterday, I didn't film the Xbox One section, but he started playing a Roblox first person shooter. So I bought him a Call of Duty today. And he's gonna try that later on this week. I never actually thought he would like them sort of games, but he had a lot of fun yesterday, albeit it's rather a basic version of a first person shooter. He had a lot of fun, so when I showed him a Call of Duty game, he looked really interested. So we've gone in at an entry level. We'll see how he goes. I'll report back on here. Left 4 Dead. I don't have either of them anymore. Again, I sold a huge Xbox 360 collection. I think they was both in it, and I wouldn't mind getting them back, but not at the prices they currently go for. I do understand why they go for that money, because they're really good games, but if I see them for a couple of quid somewhere, yeah, I'll pick them up, but not at £12, etc. Nothing along this road that interests me per se. But their 360 section is absolutely massive. Not a bad OG selection either. A lot of shops are cutting down on the 360 space, I've noticed. So it's good to see that Romford isn't one of those branches. So, looking at the PS3 stuff, which I don't tend to do because I sold my PS3 a while back. I hated the large version, but I have secured one on Vinted for £30, and it's a PS Slim, not the very last iteration because that looked like trash, but not the Super Slim, it's just a normal Slim. So yeah, I'm gonna start picking up the odd PS3 title here and there. Got a couple today which you'll see in a pickups video that I'll do separately. The reason I'm going to do a separate video on that is otherwise this video will be like 35 to 45 minutes long. So I'll keep them segregated. Onto the PS2 section. I'm looking at buying quite a few Batman games lately. I fell short recently with The Bold and the Brave when I went to Dagenham. They had disc and no cover. Hunt goes on for that one. Yeah. Excuse the dodgy camera work there. I was probably having a go at the boys at that particular time. They did test my patience whilst using CX. Yeah, less said the better. But yeah, titles I've all seen before, but it's always worth checking to see if anyone has traded anything new in. A couple of bits I hadn't seen previously, and one I did indeed pick up. But yeah, again, it's nice to see a good section of PS2 stuff. Now on to the Switch, probably the system I collect most for, and unfortunately nothing stood out here today. I do like to look for the more obscure stuff and the modern retro sort of titles, and yeah, they didn't really have much today. Anything that sort of fell into that category was probably something that I sold them. Bottom, absolutely love that show. And here we have Archie, looking very excited now that we are on the way to the arcade. And from that point on, I'll let you see what the boys got up to. Right, so final stop of the day before we got some Popeyes chicken on the way home. And now we're in Retro Giant. It's this guy's got absolutely crazy stock right now. Look at those. I've always popped in here. It's a great little shop in Romford. One of the only ones, if not the only one, that's quite local, that's dedicated to your retro stuff. He's got some absolutely amazing stock, and just recently he's opened up a second store in Brentwood, which I'm going to make a point of getting down to and doing another video in the near future, maybe just after Christmas. See if the guy's got a sale on or anything. I love that control pad. Retron 2 there. I'm interested in Retron 5. No? They're very hard to get hold of there, it seems. So lovely consoles there, all in really good condition. This guy deals in quality stuff. Don't see any tat in there. I mean, look, some great condition Game Boy and Game Boy Advance stuff here. Not something I collect for, but you know, if Game Boy is your thing, and it is for a lot of people, great stuff. Rastan there, love that game. The old Sega Master System arcade stick. What were they thinking? That thing was awful. Mega Drive stuff. I actually didn't realise he had as much Mega Drive stuff as he does. He's, you know, I had a better look today than I normally do, and yeah, he's got a hell of a lot of games. Really good ones as well. Right, onto the Dreamcast. Some good stuff there as well. As you can see, he's got pretty much good stock of every popular retro console. And stuff that he's recently just started selling is the Pokemon cards. Quite a big section actually. I absolutely know nothing about Pokemon, and even though Alfie, my eldest, seems to think he does, he doesn't really. He just likes to get the cards and swap them with his friends. Ask him a question about the subject and he draws a blank. Some lovely N64 games, some SNES games as well, all boxed. Not sure if they've got the manuals, but you know, they're 95% of the ones that you see in here are really good condition. Prices are quite reasonable as well. Some Japanese SNES cartridges, or should I say Famicom. Similar here with the N64 stuff. Love that Super Nintendo sign. See the mouse there? Just caught a glimpse of it. Now Gremlins 2, I love that game, but I don't know. It's £170, I think, or 50 or 120. Or so. You know, wish I'd filmed that better. But when did the price of that increase? I know it's always been a fairly expensive game, but I didn't know it was at that sort of value right now. Shadow Warriors, aka Ninja Gaiden. That's on the list of games I'd need to finish before I die. I've got a feeling I might not though. That is hard. Nice to see a bit of Evercade stuff in the window. I do like my Evercade stuff. So yeah, I did forget to film the window on the way there. Now as you can see, the boys spotted some reindeer. Well, it's Christmas after all. So guys, gonna wrap this one up. Gonna do a pickups video separately, as I mentioned earlier. Otherwise this video will be far too long. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Share the videos, share the channel, like and subscribe. It's much appreciated. And I'll see you on the other side. Take care.
Go on, come on, you have a go.